Hello everyone, my name is Phawx. Once again, we're taking a look at the GPD Win Max. This is GPD's latest gaming handheld. We're going to be taking a look at PC2SX. This is going to be PS2, PlayStation 2 emulation. If we can see right up here, I'm using the very latest dev build. This is 1.5.0, 3417. For all intents and purposes, this is pretty much everything that is coming up to version 1.6 that I have seen online. So we're getting very close to actually having a 1.6 release for PCS2. It's been 3 years in the making, but you can still get these releases. And for what it's worth, we can play a lot of games just using one version instead of having to use a bunch of different ones. So without further ado, let me just kind of quickly show you what kind of settings I am using. If we go, I am using this GSDX, the AVX2 extension version, and if we go into configure, we are using DirectX 11 here. This bit is important right here, allow 8-bit textures, and then do enable hardware hacks. The only thing that's important to put here is fast texture invalidation. That is the secret sauce, and that will, that's been a setting that has been working pretty much for every game, and I really haven't had to do much. The only other thing, like even messing around with sliders and stuff, which people kind of make. This is my advice. So for the most part, 2 is pretty much standard for everything. Kingsfield 4 is the only one that absolutely needs 1. It won't load otherwise. Also, there's a lot of fixes for Kingsfield 4 in these latest dev builds, so it's actually more playable, which is awesome. So without further ado, we can just go into playing some GARMs. We'll go ahead and do Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance first. I do want to say thank you to everyone on the GPD Discord. They all kind of helped me pick games that were a little bit more challenging to run on. Let me go ahead and not do this because I've already pre-saved some stuff. This is normal. You can actually get by with just pressing F9. There is also an option in the settings, one of the speed hacks and also hotfixes for games, is that you can use software rendering for FMV sequences automatically. We'll go ahead and just press F3 to load my save file, and we'll go here. So this game is notorious for being
I can't do that here. I can't do that here.
pretty hard to
Welcome,
run,
friend. I saw you come in.
but using those settings that we have, everything's pretty fine.
Something I can do for you? I do. We locked the door to the gate to the sewers. For your sake, I overheard your conversation. Well, all right then. I won't say I didn't warn you. Here's
Thanks for the rusty dagger as well there, dude. I'm gonna need that.
I can't do that here.
Yeah, you can. The other thing that save game. Nah, I don't need a save game. I can press F1 to save games, my friend. Swoop. Giant. Oh man, look, he got split in half. It actually feels pretty dope. It's like a pretty nice Diablo, but like Baldur's Gate. I can understand why a lot of people would be happy with this game. Can I go and equip anything? No? Let me... How about select? There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to upgrade to... Oh man, I love... there's something... but just like equipment changes on characters is... Oh no! I dropped it. Select. Equip. Yes, thank you. Back. Haha. There is something really endearing about kind of dungeon crawlers, especially in this like isometric Diablo style. And it's funny too because Ubisoft, with their what was their like mobile game company initiative that they came out with, Gameloft? I think it was Gameloft. They actually had a series of games for mobile, like Dungeon Hunter. These very generic games, even like their own God of War, which was Sparta. This is like game clones of games, and the Dungeon Hunter game was actually pretty legit for how, you know, very copy paste easy formula it was. Pick up arrows, yeah. Smashing barrels. If there's anything video games have taught me, I gotta smash barrels. To die! Alright, that seems like a perfect time to end it. Yeah, no, I'm good. Let's go on to the next game here. That was actually, I was actually kind of having a lot of fun there. I might want to actually return to that. I didn't play a bunch of PS2 when I was growing up. I had an Xbox. And I was definitely more of that. Burnout 3, I am a huge Burnout fan. I'm really upset that we haven't really seen that kind of coming back. The last 360 game being the best one. I gotta catch up. Whoa!
What's up, Crash FM? We are on the air, and this is the latest action from the Silver Lake Circuit.
Whoa!
Quick recap on the event so far. We've seen takedowns on all 3 bridges on the course.
Got him! Oh, I died? For a second I thought... Still in a good position. Son of a biscuit. Oh, I'm pressing impact on. You bum. Oh, I'm not gonna catch up. No way I'm catching up. Called juicing them.
Crash FM with me, Striker. If
so
you're
much
steaming
fun.
off the i5,
God, I love Burnout. So the other thing that I forgot to show you guys is that I am also including in here. There is Oh, I'm in the wrong. I need to be in this. Cheats WS. This is, you can see down here, there's 3,000 items. That is a bunch of patches for widescreen fixes to a lot of different games, and you kind of have to go through a few different steps. I can send the link to you guys in the description field just so they're all kind of collated. We'll go into Champions right now. Oh, right, let me load the game that I already saved. And here's a perfect example of a game that was 4x3, but with the widescreen patch, it's super nice. Like, so much nicer to play like this. Verona Vey.
Welcome, brave soul. Your presence inspires hope. Battle trumpets sounded as our courageous knights stormed the plain.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Your
yeah, let me just... Oh, yeah. I want to enter that plane of war. I've never played this game before, ever, in the history of ever. Can I skip this? Thank you. Thank you, developers. There's another Baldur's Gate-like. There's another Dungeon Brawl. For Dungeon Crawl. Let me light myself on fire. Totally can't even see if I have an ammo count. Let's see. Weapon or shield to block. Oh, I just did something. There's an intense angle. Yeah, this game is so much more playable in 16:9. Just having more field of view is kind of critical here. Man, I really wish... So, I haven't... Let me just kill these monkeys. What are they? Oh, these are kobolds. I have a profile account on retro achievements, and I really do wish that PS2 had retro achievement support. I wish every emulator had retro achievement support. You can find me on retro achievements if you want to send me a friend request over there. It is Phawx. Not the Fox, just Phawx.
welcome to the plane of
Look at this,
war,
the clothing.
champion
90s.
of Verona V.
Whoa, man.
Tell me, what riches does the force...
Yeah, sure. Let's go. Yep, yeah, alright. I get it. It's a thing. I do the thing. Press select button to level up. Yeah, I will. All in the strength. I do it for fisticuffs. Yeah, I'm done. I'm all about funding performance right now. For a dungeon crawl. Alrighty. I think this is good enough. Everything's running quite fine and dandy, even with the widescreen patches. Let's go over to ISO selector, browse. Dark Cloud 2. You know what? I think for Dark Cloud 2 we will go into video plugin settings and we're going to boost, instead of native, we're going to do 2x for this. These anime type of GARMs look a little bit better, translate a little bit better, especially with cell shading and whatnot. Reset. And then I will do F3 to load my save. And then a little Alt-Enter to maximize it.
Yeah, I guess, but take a look at this. Haha, ta-da! Check this out. I got a ticket for Flotsam Circus Troupe. Oh, good for you. Your
Dad's not gonna try to stop you?
He said I could go.
Well, you'd better finish your work quick then, huh?
Right.
Hey, Max, what's that you got there?
What's this? Father gave it to me yesterday. Always wear it, he said. It's pretty old. I don't know what it is. Well, can I get started?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Gable's vacuum is set up below. Go to it, lad.
Leave it to me.
Oh no, we don't need to do that right now. Saving is not necessary. It's worth noting that not every game is going to work at 2x native 2x resolution or 3x resolution. Right now, this particular game only needs 13 watts. God of War 2 at 2x resolution is consuming all of the watts ever. Also, you can see right here there are little artifacts whenever you do up-resing. There's these tiny little artifacts that can be present. They're not super annoying. In some games they're more present than others, like Tekken Tag Tournament. They actually are annoying, so for that I will have to go back to native res. There's a vacuum down there. Just testing out the analog. Donde está, vacuum? Looks like there might be a pretty important book, but you can't tell right now. Yeah, that's fine. I'm down here for a vacuum. I wish for vacuum. Huh. That's cool. It's right in front of my face.
Here we go.
Although everything kind of looks
Type 2
quite similar. Oh,
This
naturally.
is a pretty specialized hose attachment. Oh, I see the problem.
Dark Cloud 2 is definitely a game that is just going to run pretty easy, especially because we're at 13 watt. A lot of the games that people helped me on the Discord were games that were particularly challenging. Let's do Dragon Quest VIII. Actually looks really dope in widescreen and 2x resolution, so I will run that just because it looks so good. Boy, gov.
I've probably said it before, but it beats me.
You can see it right here. There's just these little tiny artifacts happening every time you do
Not that
2x res.
Who's Codger? What would you know? A lowlife like you. Enough dilly-dallying.
Swans!
Uh-oh, here comes trouble, Gov.
Yeah, it looks so clean. You're gonna want those medical herbs.
Well, this... Now, where's the princess? say we make a move now?
Horse princess. This is definitely an FMV sequence. It's gotta be. Yeah, it's an FMV sequence. You can see the pixelation. I am a big Akira Toriyama fan. Kind of funny. The first JRPG that I ever played in my life was Chrono Trigger. Second was Final Fantasy III, which in the US. So I played basically like the dream team of JRPGs, and I was introduced to a very high bar for JRPGs, and I was like, oh, JRPGs are just awesome. They're amazing. I like JRPGs. And then I played some other JRPGs and was like, man, these are really not great. I mean, a lot of JRPGs are just like wrestlers with wrestling moves, and it's always about like some evil thing sucking the life juice out of the earth. Pretty much a lot of JRPGs are like that. Obviously Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest, Akira Toriyama games. Also, I'm just a big fan of Akira Toriyama character design. I don't know what it is. And then later on, you know, Dragon Ball. Fell in love with that as well. I do wish that we could skip this. That would be nice. Alright, well, I think as a demo of going through a bunch of different games, it's quite understood that it plays very well. We'll go into Browse, and we'll look at, before we do God of War, let me go ahead and tone down I'm going to go back to native res for the rest of this video. ISO selector. No, not that. Oh, that was Shadows of the Colossus. We'll get to that later. Alrighty, we'll do F3 to load my save.
We'll suffer for this!
Let me tell you 1 second, that was working perfectly previously, so give me a second to figure that out. Alright, well, I found what it was. It's, I'll show you right after this is over. I was wondering, I was like, this was running perfectly just a moment ago. I will show you the settings. The problem was when I ran Kingsfield 4, I had to set the slider to 1, and that disabled one of the multi-core check. I'll show it to you after this is done. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Stab, stab, stab. Sure thing. Totally understand. Yep, yep. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, sure. No problem. Alright, that's God of War 2. Truly impressive PS2 game. A lot of fun. So the setting that I changed, it has to do in emulation settings, and specifically right here, this multi-threaded micro view one. That was unchecked when I had set this to 1. Right here, goes bloop, undoes that, which is necessary for Kingsfield 4, which we will get to later. Let's go ahead and re-enable that. Preset 2 is mostly fine for everything else, which is good because I'm glad I can make this a very simple, like, do these 3 things and then you're good to go. Go nuts. Let's do some Gran Turismo 3. Kaboosh. That's Gran Turismo 3. It runs. I was just going to be doing some NASCAR style driving, and I was just like, I'm done with this. It runs. It's supposed to be a challenging game to run. We will, you know what, let me go ahead and do Kingsfield 4 and show you the thing that I got to do There most likely is going to be some games for PC2SX that is going to be required to go to a safer no hacks situation. So obviously, if a game doesn't run initially, always kind of check your hackins. But 2 is for the most part pretty safe. But yeah, it's I'm just grateful that like the latest dev build is kind of pretty much like you used to be for the Win 2. I would recommend a few different versions because some of them were less. I suppose I guess the term is just that it's going to be less accurate and easier to run. Let's make this a little bit brighter just so it's a little bit easy for you guys to see. So Kingsfield is a From Software game, and I was actually a big fan of Kingsfield 1 for the PlayStation 1. I just really dug the entire type of game and how it operated. And then obviously Dark Souls came out much later. And I've always been interested in From Software stuff with like Eternal Ring and obviously Kingsfield. There is just I don't know, something about it. And obviously, when they found a formula that worked for widespread appeal with their Dark Souls series. But yeah, so like even like the control scheme of this is still very PlayStation 1. So you can see that left and right here looks left and right when this should be here. And this does nothing. Left and right on the right stick does nothing. To strafe, which should be this, is L1, R1. So you kind of look up and down with just the analog stick. And you're kind of... it's a really funny control scheme, especially for today. When I say funny, it's not great. Ideally, what you'd do is you'd make a custom controller config for Kingsfield. Back. Okay, so that goes that. That's that. This looks up. That looks down. It's such a weird... right. Okay, can I punch this? I can. It does nothing but hurt my hands. He's not open for business. Yep, that's From Software. Oh my goodness. I've never played Kingsfield 4. But yeah, so yeah, you guys can kind of tell the kind of design principles behind what they were doing is just kind of throwing you in there and just letting you make a lot of mistakes. And more to the point, like we're going through these games just to show that like everything is kind of just working really fine, even with very little modification. Normally it's always been like PC2SX has always been a thing where I'm just like, oh, I'm going to have to set up so many things and kind of look through it. And funnily enough, like I was having initial problems. Thank you to Hunem on the Discord for kind of just showing me that one setting, which is the fast. Like this is literally the most critical setting right here. If you go to enable hardware hacks and you go into this one right here, this fast texture invalidation, that is key. That is basically speed plus for everything. It's that one thing alone is kind of the only thing I've done to make everything run. And that's also available in the latest dev build. It's not going to be in 1.4. I have already changed my settings, yes? I go emulation settings. This is there. Good, great, and awesome. Let's go to CDBD ISO selector. Where are we? Shadow of Rome. And we will reset. I will load my save. Kaboosh. Full screen it. Of course. Let me punch my way to victory. That's how I do it. Press R1, lock on X. Okay, fairly simple. Where are you going to, buddy? Oh, I got sand in my eyes. Your weapon will break once it's derby. Yeah, it's fine. Rest in peace. Shoulder ram. Press X. Yeah, alright. I'll shoulder ram someone. Steel. Press. Sometimes you don't repeatedly press X or. Okay. Mace. Yeah, I want a mace. Open. Yeah. Blockins. Lift off. This is silly. Come on, guys, fight each other so I can stab you in the back. Oh, nice! Look at that arrow. That's awesome. Oh, sick. I don't even know how I did that. Okay, lock on. You son of a biscuit. Stop arrowing me. I done died. Game's pretty fun. Made by Capcom. Pretty cool. I didn't even know it existed. Alrighty. Shadow of Rome, Shadow of Colossus. Yes. This is one of the few PS2 games that I've actually played to in completion. Frame rate tanked a little bit. I actually do have this game, the remaster of it for PS4. I really should play it. No, don't want to stab the wall. Oh, they have to... Yes. I'm a big fan of just, you know, actually just playing the game to kind of do the whole tutorial bit. Big old fan of that. Also holding press and hold. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, whoa! Oh, buddy. You know, it's surprising that there hasn't been another type of game like this, where the boss was also the platform, like the level, and you had a... I mean, obviously, that is a very distinct formula, and people would just call it like a Shadow of Colossus-like, or Sark-like. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Let me just run. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna get on ya. Do-do-do. Hoo. Hang on, my friend. Whoop. I'd forgotten that he had a soft spot there. Now I gotta run. Oh no, I'm supposed to go up his back. I thought I was supposed to go on his arms. Hang on, bud. Got him right in the heel. Yeah. Okay. Come on, bud. You don't got that much grip strength left. Would you put your... Yeah. Come on. You bum. Alright, I gotta get my grip strength back. Alright, let's get some grip strength back, and we'll jump up here. Yep, that's good. Come on, bud. I need you to go. Thank you. Just hold on. There we go. Come on, you can make it. Alrighty. Let's grip strength it. Let's go up. Oh, no, 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 no. Jeebus Creebus. Alright, well, we're going to take down this Colossus. Let me get some grip strength back. And back on that. Yeah, that's Shadows Colossus. Just a fantastic game. If you've never played it before, I totally recommend playing it. It is very good. Let's go to browse. We're almost at the end of our list. We're going to do Tekken Tag Tournament now. Tekken Tag Tournament is a game that actually I had difficulty running on the Win 2. There was just no end of settings of me just cycling through them, and eventually I was just like, why am I doing this? You can play the main version. Like, you know, the main version of the 3D, you know, Tekken Tag. I was just like, why would I just... It already runs fine on the Win 2 with MAME, so what am I doing here?
Fight.
So this is more just kind of like, why not? That's it. Runs fine. Kind of, you know, what's really nice about this whole thing is that, again, I only really changed one setting to play one other game. But for the most part, everything is one setting, like set it and forget it, which is pretty awesome. Tekken Tag Tournament, and then there's Tenchu. What I like about Tenchu is that it's a really fun game for the PlayStation. I actually imported it initially to get it. The one thing that I find funny is that the sound design is almost the same, like this. Literally all the sound effects sound like from the literally lifted straight off the PlayStation 1 one. Like that is decidedly PlayStation 1. I don't know. I just find that to be amusing. The game actually does look pretty good for like a PS2 game, especially like as we're doing like widescreen and all the other bit.
As the land of...
I told you to skip. Yeah, let's just go. I don't care about tools, my ninja tools. I will have none. Find the key to open the gate. Easy peasy. The evil merchant. I am a death merchant. Would you like a sample of my wares? Oh, we're almost up to an hour on this video. Where is my... There it is. That one mechanic alone... Excuse me, that one mechanic alone was enough for me to import this game. And then, you know, all the stealth kills and stuff. What is the... Yeah, I'm making a bunch of noise. Oh, is it Killer Cat? This is not how you're supposed to be playing Tenchu, by the way. This is a terrible, terrible way to be playing it, like just barrel-assing my way through. Will this guy just die? Alright, so there is a method to like kind of shuffle. There it is. Kind of just remembering how I played the PlayStation 1 version. that's how you're supposed to play Tenchu. Alright, so that's Tenchu, Wrath of Heaven. We're almost at the end of this video here. Let's go to browse. We got Valkyrie profile 2. This game actually looks pretty interesting, but apparently it's a difficult game to run. Really interesting kind of 2D camera panning system. So there's obviously only left and right they have to worry about, but it's all in the 3D environment. Pretty interesting way to play a game. Not that it's particularly unique, I just like how they're presenting it. Any water effects? There's a little bit of reflection. Neat. Pretty interesting. Anywho, that's Valkyrie Profile 2. Obviously runs really well. Seldom are we ever going to come into, unless there's some extra visual effects that are going to be happening. Typically, with regard to emulation, you're trying to complete a lot of different tasks at once and have a smooth frame rate. But as long as we get there, for the most part, perhaps later on in the game, there could be other just game-breaking things because of the emulator itself not able to actually operate later on. And this is Zone of the Enders 2. Which was another game that I was told to take a look at. Frame rate was ducking down on us a little. We were actually hitting like mid-50s there. You can also hear the sound kind of crackling a little bit. We're down to 40s now.
We have shot down the enemy. Shot down the enemy. I have detected a Type-C orbital frame in front of
See what happens when we switch to software mode. How bad. So in software mode, what's hilarious is that the entire game is actually rendering off of the CPUs alone. Seems like switching back to hardware it didn't like. Unless it just runs slower. This is hilarious. So right now the entire game is being rendered by the CPU. We can see like the GPU clock is doing nothing. So we're just driving this PlayStation 2 game with just the GPD Win Max's CPUs alone. Alright, so that's my look at PlayStation 2 emulation. There was 14 games there, almost an hour long. Hopefully you guys stuck through it. More than likely you guys just scrubbed on through it. As always, guys, I do appreciate all the comments you do. I should have a link in the Discord in the description field, as well as links to the widescreen patches and the latest dev build where you can get those as well. And that's it. So if you want to join and kind of have a conversation, come and take a look at our Discord channel. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Feel free to drop on by. As always, guys, thank you for your time, and thanks for watching.